So this is the new Yonex Ezone 100. I like the color, but how does it play? Well, let's have a look. What is going on, guys, and welcome to another video. I hope you guys are enjoying the beginning of summer, depending where you are. For myself personally, I should say officially, it started about like a week ago. With that being said, guys, I've been doing a lot of video lately, so I will have some reviews for you guys during the summer. If that sounds interesting, stay tuned. So for this Ezone 100, Yonex made it more plush and spin friendly. Also, Yonex said that it offers more of a forgiving feel and a powerful head size than the 98. Usually a smaller head size equals control, and a bigger head size generally equals more power. Obviously there are some exceptions, but these are just like guide rules. Yonex also said that the frame geometry, which they actually played with it, they actually thickened in the beam in the upper hoop to basically have more power and stability, while they added also a groove on the inner portion of the frame, basically to help the racket bend at impact, so you get even more comfort. And I gotta say, it works. Yonex also added an ultra thin and flexible fiber to the shaft, which is called Minilon. It basically reduces vibration, which makes this frame even more comfortable. Yonex still kept the 2G nano speed, basically, which helps the frame transfer more energy to the ball. And of course, they kept the isometric head shape. So for me, this Ezone on ground stroke, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I try to be honest as possible, it was just okay for me. I had tons of easy power and a lot of spin too. So if that's what you're into, this racket will suit you. It also felt very comfortable swinging it on pretty much any shot. If we take a look at the specs, so as you can see, there are 3 slight differences compared to the previous model. The swing weight, which is a little bit lower, the stiffness, which is a little bit higher, and some millimeters in the beam width construction. But the main difference for me is the ultra thin material that they added, Minilon, which makes this frame ultra comfortable. And for that playtest, I strung it with Yonex Polytour Pro at 50 pounds. So, first impression of the Ezone 100, very comfortable. I mean, it's crazy because we know that the Ezones are usually comfortable. Basically, it feels like you can be like going to a very comfortable like slippers, if that makes sense. A bit launchy. If it's not in the sweet spot, which for me is around here, a bit launchy, it wobbles a bit, nothing that lead tape cannot fix. But spin wise so far, very impressed. It grips the ball like a lot, so I'll keep you posted. So yeah, for me, the spin was actually like very nice. Usually for me, the Ezones are always nice spin wise. And for sure, this one did not disappoint me. I did struggle to control a little bit of its power. I was not always sure where my shots were gonna go. Like one shot, it landed like deep in the court, and on the other one, it was like 10 feet out. I don't know if you guys get the picture, but it's just something that happened to me. Direction-wise, like I said, it was not that bad. But I would have to say that most of the time I would have needed like weight in this frame to get like overall better stability. The forehand side, directional wise, very nice. Spin wise, nice. It launches a bit too much. Maybe if I string it a little bit higher, bigger grip size would help too. But this is what I noticed so far. Very plush feel, very comfortable, pain-free in the arm. So let's keep going. So yeah, basically, guys, these are just my reaction, if I should say, with this playtest here. Obviously, this is just my personal opinion, but I wanted to give you guys like some sort of like direction if you ever feel like you want to demo this racket. Just a side note, guys, if you have a one-handed backhand and you want to test this racket, you might find that the head size seems a lot bigger than a traditional 100 square inches. I know with the isometric edge shapes it makes it even more bigger, but for some reason this one feels big. So I kind of always had a feeling that it does not go through the ball that easy, like it gets stuck in your swing path. But hey, that might just be me. But like I said at the beginning, comfort is the name of the game with this racket. So if you are a player who is missing like power, I think this one could be a possible option for you. For the backhand, it launches too much for me. To me, I don't know if you guys got the impression, but a Yonex racket usually is made for a one-hander. I don't know. For all the Yonexes that I've tried in the past, it seems like it always go well on the backhand. This one, not so much for me. It launches too much. But it doesn't mean that a few modification cannot work. But it's just something that that I've noticed in this playtest. So on to the next. At the net, for me, just like on ground stroke, it was just okay. The 98 square inch version that I previously made a video about was truly a wonderful surprise at the net. For me, possibly it's the best feeling racket that I've tried this year at the net. But for this one, the 100 square inch one, unfortunately, it didn't do it for me. I could not quite find the sweet spot consistently. Therefore, it was always kind of twisting in my hand, especially on the backhand side. I do have to say that the grip size was a bit too small for my liking. For me personally, at the net, I need a bigger grip size because it actually prevents it from twisting. And for me, once it starts to twist, I know that this racket is not made for me to play with. But it's just something that I noticed basically, guys. On the other hand, if it's in the sweet spot, just like its name, it's very comfortable. For the volleys, I've tried the previous, the new one actually, the 98. It was a dream at the net. This one, not so much. It shakes a bit too much, especially on the backhand. For some reason, it wobbles like a lot. Good control when you hit it on the forehand side in the sweet spot. It has a nice comfort, a nice plush feel. Beside that, it launches and it shakes too much for me, for my likings. But on serve, not gonna lie to you guys, this was probably my favorite stroke of the entire playtest. It was not that bad. The easy power came in very handy for the first serve. It was also very maneuverable, as I could generate pretty much any kind of spin that I wanted to. I really felt like I was gripping like the ball a lot. With just a few rotation of my wrist, like flick at the end of my motion, I could pretty much hit any spot on the service box. So generally speaking, even though I did find that it lacked stability in certain areas, but for the on serve, it didn't. And it also was very comfortable on the arm. I didn't have any discomfort whatsoever. So there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope everything in there was helpful and entertaining to you. If it did, feel free to give me a like. Like always, guys, if you got any question about this model or comments, feel free to let me know down below. It will be my pleasure answering them. And like always, guys, till next time. And remember, you got this.